Grilling the perfect steak is an art form. It takes practice and patience to master. Follow my simple steps and you will have no trouble grilling a perfect steak. I have grilled steaks many times in my life. I have also completed research about this topic. Today I will inform the audience on how to choose the right cut of steak, marinate and season the steak, and cooking the steak. The first step in preparing the steak would be to choose the right cut. If you want a juicy, flavorful steak, choose a ribeye. Ribeye cuts have marbling that makes the steak flavorful and tender. Kenji Lopez states in the 4 high-end steaks that you should know that most people consider the ribeye to be the tastiest, quick-cooking cut on the cow. This is cut from the front end of the longissimus dorsi muscle, and it is one of the richest and beefiest cuts. The filet mignon is by far the tenderest piece of meat. It has a buttery texture. It is from the central section of the soleus major muscle. Kenji Lopez states that the tenderness of steak is inversely related to the amount of work that a muscle does during the steer's lifetime. This cut is so tender because it is not used very often. The next cut is the T-bone. This steak consists of strip meat and tenderloin separated by a T-shaped bone. The strip portion contains some marbling. Overall, this steak is typically more chewy. Now that I have discussed the right cut for you, I will discuss how to season your steak. Tenderize your steak with a meat tenderizer or a fork. Next, you'll add your marinade to the steak. This also helps to tenderize it. Let it marinate overnight in the fridge. Take the marinated steak out of the fridge and let it reach room temperature. Depending on your preference, add your seasonings. Now that I discussed how to season your steak, I will now discuss ways to cook your steak. Cooking steak on the grill is the most popular way to cook steak. Make sure your steak isn't frozen so it cooks thoroughly. Cook on high heat on the grill to sear in flavor and juices and create a crust. Another way to cook a steak is in the oven. First, you sear your steak on the stove. Let it sear on each side. Next, you will transfer your steak into the oven. Let it cook until it is finished on the inside out. Here's the steak that I cooked on the grill. Today I have discussed how to choose the right cut of steak, marinate and season steak, and cook the steak. Now if you ever want to cook a delicious steak, you'll know what to do.